to another video. Simon Side of Football. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It would be much appreciated. So what a day for Spurs yesterday. It's been a long time coming. After last few weeks it's been pretty disappointing. The fans have all been disappointed. But late last night we had a here we go from Fabrizio Romano on João Palhinha from Bayern Munich for a loan deal for the season, and with an option to buy for 30 million euros. So that's good. That's a win-win for Spurs, because if he plays well and he looks really good and solid now, we can buy him after. If not, then we can send him back to Bayern Munich, or if we have an option, there might be a player we're looking at for next season. So really good. Finally getting that number 6 we've been all crying out for at last. He's a good player, great tackler, demands that centre midfield. When he gets the ball, he just plays it out to his more creative players. So yeah, really good player. Player we've really been crying out for as well. An experienced midfielder, someone who can just put his foot in and sort of command that sort of just in front of the defence. So yeah, really good news for Spurs. Really happy with this deal. I'm sure most of you fans are as well. He was brilliant when he was at Fulham a couple of years ago. He hasn't played as much for Bayern Munich, but he's got Joshua Kimmich in front of him, so it's not as easy to get in the team. So for us, I thought it's probably one of our most important signings we're going to make this season. So getting him on loan as well, which frees up still more money to buy extra players. So yeah, really good. And then there was some more news out, some reports from a few people that Spurs have entered talks with PSG for Kolo Muani, another great player. Played well last season for the 6 months he was at Juventus. Scored quite a lot of goals, 7 or 8 goals in around 16 games. Juventus want him as well. Why wouldn't they, after how his output was last season for the 6 months he was there? He does prefer the move to Juventus, but Spurs will try to convince him to come to us. And I think Juventus don't really want to. They can't agree a fee with PSG, so Spurs could nick in there and get the player. That would be another great signing if that happens. I'll let you know if anything more develops on that. Without goings, Mikey Moore's loan move to Rangers still hasn't happened yet. I'm sure that will happen in the next few days. As I said before, it'll be a great loan move for him. I expect next week when we come back from our tour, we'll be a lot more busier on outgoings. I just feel the sense that we need to get a few players out now so we can get a few more in, as the squad is quite full at the moment. So I think the likes of like Basuma and Richarlison, Spurs might try getting out off their books, either loan moves or permanent moves. I think Basuma would more want to be a permanent because he's only got a year left. Richarlison, if we can't get him as a selling him, maybe a loan move. I think Richarlison does want to stay, but I do believe that Spurs will try to probably get him out the door. And then a few of the youngsters probably out on loan, and we'll see who else Thomas Frank's not too keen on and doesn't work for his system, and that might materialise a bit more next week. What other players might end up going out the door. So yeah, it's good. We've us as fans have had a bit of a disappointing few weeks, after we got Kudus, which was a really good deal. Then was hoping to get Morgan Gibbs-White, which just didn't materialise, and it was just a long, just a lot. It just got longed out, and it's just a bad situation. But that's all dead and buried now, and Spurs are finally starting to make some progress with some signings. So any more breaking news on signings, I'll let you guys know. And then also we played Arsenal yesterday in a friendly in Hong Kong. The first game Spurs and Arsenal played off English soil, and Spurs won 1-0. So it was Spurs 1, Arsenal 0. Played really well as well. I thought for the first 10 minutes Arsenal looked really good, had a lot of the ball, and I thought, here we go, what sort of game is this going to be? But after that, I thought Spurs played really well. Were comfortable on the ball, good passing, defending brilliantly. I thought the wing-backs were solid. Porro defensively was really good yesterday. I think he has been in pre-season, actually. I think he's been one who's really sort of shined under since Thomas Frank's come in. So it's really been beneficial to him. So let's hope this continues, because we all know that going forward, Pedro Porro is really good. He's the best crosser at the club, but defensively he can be a little bit, sometimes he can be a bit found out. But so far in pre-season, he's looked really good and solid. Maybe he feels a bit more comfortable with how the system is, and he's got a little bit more players around him. So yeah, it's looking really good. I know it's only the fourth pre-season game. The other three, it was a bit difficult to judge because there was a lot of players coming, especially when we played Wickham and Luton, because we had two teams, so we had a lot of youngsters playing there, so that you could really judge them two games. They were disappointing games, but you can see why, really. And then the first game when we played Reading, still a lot of players weren't there because they come back late for pre-season training. So this was the real first proper test, and we looked really good. But yeah, it's only one game. We've got Newcastle next on Sunday, so it'll be exciting to see how we do on that. Could be Son's last game for Spurs. My feeling is just, what I think it will be his last game. His body language sort of, I think you can tell he's got a lot on his mind. Well, this is just my opinion. It looks like he's got a lot on his mind, and it looks like he probably realised his head. His time at Tottenham is coming to an end. So I don't think he's sad because he wants to be out of the door. I think he looks a bit down because I think he realises this is it, and Newcastle will probably be his last game. But we'll see. I don't know. But I think we'll probably early next week we'll probably all know if he is going to be leaving Spurs or he will be here for the final year next season. But I believe it's probably time for him to go. Just go on the high. He won the Europa League with Spurs. He won another trophy yesterday as well. It's not a trophy what's counted, but we still won another trophy. We're getting used to these trophies. It's the rehearsal for the PSG game I'm hoping for when we play them in less than 2 weeks in the Super Cup, which looking forward to as well. So not long now till that comes either. We've got Newcastle, and then we've got Bayern Munich, and then the season starts against PSG, and then Burnley. So let's hope we get a couple more players through the door beforehand. So yeah, going back onto the game, I thought the goal was a brilliant goal as well. Their goalkeeper played a short ball to their defence, but he was quite out of his area, and then Lewis Skelly, I think Richarlison might have nicked his heels, but Sarr got the ball off him, saw it rails off his line, just pinged it straight over him into the back of the net, and it's a fantastic goal. So yeah, really well played, really played really well yesterday. So really happy with the performance and the result. And then also in midfield, Bergvall played in that number 10. He looked quite busy, tried going beyond the striker of Richarlison quite a lot of times. I thought, he usually plays in the 8, so him to play in the 10, he played really well. I thought, done a good job there. And then on the wings we had we had Odubert, who I thought was really lively in the first half. He hit the post as well. And we had Kudus, who he looks different class, to be fair. He's really settled in really well. He's very strong on the ball. He takes his man on. He just, it's hard to get the ball off him. So yeah, he played really well. He worked back as well when it was a time where Arsenal were attacking down their left hand side, and he ran back and won the ball, and that was really good to see. That his work rate was really good. So that was really good to see. So yeah, he played really well. Richarlison worked well. He ran all the he just didn't stop running. The only thing I just feel with Richarlison, he just lacks that bit of quality. He had a chance at the back post from a corner. It wasn't really his fault. It looked like he missed an absolute sitter, but the corner come in, it hit the post, and it sort of ricocheted off him and went over the bar. So it was it was pretty much on the line. He should have scored, but it was more difficult than what it actually looked when you look back at it. But yeah, so he played really well, and then the subs come on. Matthias Tell came on. He tried run. He didn't get much of the ball. Sonny come on as well with about 15 minutes to go, and a few of the others. But yeah, really well played. I thought Sarr was really good yesterday. His energy in that midfield was really helped us control the game. But I thought second half Arsenal had a lot more of the ball, but we just defended so well. They just couldn't open us up at all. So they had one shot on target. That just tells the story really. They had more shots than us, which I think they had about 16, 17 shots, which went over the bar, went wide. So yeah, it just shows that so far how Frank's come in and trained and coached the players, how different we look, and we look so much more solid. So it's only one game against one of the bigger teams. We've got to back it up against Newcastle now on Sunday, and then we're after Bayern Munich. So let's hope this continues, and let's hope we get some more players through the door as well. In the meantime, if there's any more reports of any breaking news, I will let you guys know. But I hope you all have a great day, and as always, come on you Spurs.